So, I finished the Mom Pa Kettle movies, and now we are finished with my 3 Caballeros reviews. I kind of wanted to review these movies because these are kind of very underrated Disney movies, but also there's a whole series on Disney Plus that I've been meaning to check out and never got to, and then so I finally did for this review series. And holy shit, this show's awesome. So if you don't know what this series is, I don't blame you. This show literally, I forget where this show exactly came from, but basically it got created, got made, and even people in Disney's animation department, their television animation department anyways, had no idea this show was even made or being put out. It was not marketed, it was just kind of thrown out there, and then that was it. They quietly released this show, and then they quietly canceled the show. No one watched the show. No one knew what the show was. It just kind of happened, and then it was gone. But basically, the idea of this show is you have Donald, and you have the two the two characters from 3 Caballeros. But basically, they find out that they are destined to be like these warriors, their ancestors of 3 Caballeros, and so they go on a journey, several action-filled journeys to find this villain and learning about their true destiny and saving the world and stuff. And so they go all over the world, Egypt, Greece, they team up with ancient gods and things like that, and all kinds of stuff goes down. It is so much fun. They really know how to play with these characters' personality and really expand the lore in interesting ways by each episode. Everything kind of growed and got more interesting. Very good side characters. I thought this show was just really solid. And it did end on a cliffhanger, unfortunately, that will never be resolved. Just because, again, this show is so bizarre. Like, first of all, the fact that the show even got made, they took characters from a Disney movie that, yes, is a cult classic, but it's from a movie that was over 80 years old. Or, I guess, it may actually be over 80 years old. I forget the exact age of the 3 Caballeros movies, like from the 40s. And then, we had the Saludos Amigos sequel, but this is just so weird that this even exists. And then the fact that they didn't market it and they just kind of put it out there is another, like, why'd you even make this? Who is this made for? I think, if I had to take a guess, this isn't confirmed. I wonder if they made this to air in Mexico, right? That would make sense to me, but I haven't heard anything about that, so I don't know. But it's just kind of a weird thing that this thing got made, put out the way it did. It's a fun show, though, and it's got every episode's like going to different locations, battling out villains, and Donald Duck is always such a charming character. But I think if there is one complaint with this show, which is the same problem that a lot of people have with the DuckTales reboot, Donald's voice is just the worst to understand sometimes. Like you have to have subtitles on sometimes to understand what the fuck Donald is saying. I mean, even the creators in DuckTales knew that because they have a whole episode where Donald gets the ability to speak, and it's like, yeah, his voice is ridiculously fucking hard to understand. Like, why? I get why you have to have that voice, because it's iconic to the character at this point, but it's also damaging to the character at the same point. I don't know, but I really enjoyed the way they expanded everything. And yeah, if you've never seen this show, go check this out. This 3 Caballeros series is awesome. It is so good. Let me know your thoughts, share, and subscribe.